Good morning and welcome to the Utd Transfer update. Wasn't really expecting a hell of a lot this morning, if I'm honest, but actually there's a lot, probably the busiest it's been for quite a while. First of all, let's talk Antoine Griezmann. This is a deal many Manchester United fans think will happen this summer. I think a lot of the doubt comes from United fans maybe not, it's like, oh, can we really get a player of that calibre? Yes, we will. He's clearly going to leave Atletico Madrid. It's so heavily linked to Manchester United, it's unbelievable. I'll be amazed if we don't do this deal. As I've been saying for weeks, the only thing that worries me is if we don't get Champions League football. Having said that, a lot of what we're being told is that the deal will still be done, and we did sign Paul Pogba without it, and I do think Manchester United will get Champions League football. So £100 million is what is being mentioned at the moment. Why not? Why not? Let's, I know Alex the other day was on about, oh, well, where does he fit in? Where doesn't he fit in, etc. But it's Antoine Griezmann at the end of the day. Antoine Griezmann fits into the Manchester United side quite comfortably, and we would very, very much welcome him at Manchester United. So that's a deal for the summer, and I do think it will happen in the summer. Obviously, it's not going to happen now, but £100 million, we paid 89 million for Pogba, didn't we? So £100 million for someone like Griezmann really doesn't break the bank and really doesn't cause us any major problems either, does it? The next one, Antoine Griezmann, what more do you want me to say? Top quality player, exactly what we need at Manchester United. And I think very quickly, the thing with Manchester United at the moment is that you look at the team against Liverpool, Mata didn't start, Rooney didn't start. There's a lot of players that aren't even getting into our first team at the moment. I said last night, I love Ander Herrera, but is he a first team player in a team that's going to win you a Champions League and win you the Premier League, or is he just a very good squad player? And these are the tough decisions that Jose Mourinho won't mind making, and they're also the decisions that he will take around the players that he wants to bring in, which will be Antoine Griezmann. I'm sure we'll bring a midfielder in as well. So yeah, very, very positive. And I think that will happen, and I don't think it's really major news anyway. De Gea to Real Madrid is starting to rear its head again. What do I think on that? I think 2 years ago I thought he was going to go like everybody else did. I think this year, I think last summer I thought he would stay because Mourinho's got the same agent. I think this year, I don't know, I'm not really getting any indication of what De Gea wants to do. If De Gea went to Real Madrid, we could never really have a go at him because he has stayed, albeit by a fax machine, then he stayed another summer. So he's been loyal to the club, and if he wants to go back to Spain and play in Spain, you can't knock him. We've had another 2 years out of him. I think it's just a shame, although he did win a title at United, it's a shame we've not really been able to have De Gea in the goal when we've been challenging for titles, and I would like him to stay, and I think there's a good chance he will stay, but my slight concern would be, why are these Real Madrid rumours starting up again? Is it just mischievous press, or is it Real Madrid starting that process of unsettling him now? Because this is when it happens. People can moan about the January transfer window, but this is when it happens. You start to unsettle a player now, and then you build it up to the summer, and they start saying to the club, I want to go this, that, and the other. So I don't want De Gea to go. Having said that, if the worst happened and he did leave, you can replace a goalkeeper. And this year has shown that more than ever. I think if I'd said this last year, people would go, you're absolutely mad. But we're not so reliant on our goalkeeper this year. I think he has been very good. I think West Ham away was our man of the match very recently, and he still will make good saves, like he did at the weekend. But we're not so reliant on him. He's not our match winner every game or match saver every game. I don't want him to go, but he could be replaced. Do I think he'll go? At this moment in time, no. I think he'll stay. The third one, Costas Manolas. Now, I've spoken about this so many times. Transfer show tonight. We're talking the big question, Michael Carrick. It's a big show tonight. We're also talking the corner issue and how we solve that. And we're also going to talk about China a little bit, and that is quite a big issue at the moment. And what are your thoughts on that? So 8:30 tonight, don't miss that. Lots to talk about in a more in-depth transfer angle show. But Costas Manolas is the centre-back I would go and sign. He's so good in the air, and this is where we've got a problem. People are like, I'm happy with Jones and Rojo, and when we've got Smalling and Bailly, none of them are dominant in the air, and none of them do anything when we've got a corner, and we're awful at corners. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if Jones and Rojo are the next Baresi, if you know who he is. We need to go and get a centre-back who, like Vidic was, and like other centre-backs in the country are, who are very good in the air. That's what we need to go and do. So, yes, Manolas I would like, but Arsenal are interested in him. I think he's a summer signing anyway, but just 42 million apparently, which if Stones is 50 million, then Manolas is 60 anyway, so 40 million is a steal. But apparently Arsenal are interested in him. I think Chelsea like him as well. We might have to battle for Manolas, but hopefully the Mourinho and the Manchester United name, if we are in for him, which we should be, we need a dominant centre back. That would sway it. And finally, Alexander Isak. We touched on him probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago on a transfer show. And we always like to try and touch on somebody a little bit younger. That sounds wrong. But you know what I mean, like somebody a bit obscure that you might not have heard of before. 17-year-old, dubbed the next Zlatan. I think he's about 6'4", 6'5", pacey, good off both feet, but albeit 17, but he's banging the goals in Sweden. We talked about him, like I said, as a potential young player that we could get hold of, like we have done in the past, and a potential major talent of the future. He's not linked to Manchester United at the moment. Real Madrid and a number of other clubs want him, which I think is a shame, but maybe it was a long shot United would get him anyway. But why go Real Madrid? Was it Odegaard who went to Real Madrid? And it's just been a waste of time. Real Madrid have moved into this category now of trying to buy the best young players, but they've got no idea how to bring them through. They very rarely bring young players through. It'd be a shame if he went to Real Madrid, because I think he's got potential to be a good player. And personally, you'll know that I like players up front like Aubameyang. I like Zlatan, but if you've got that pace as well, it's a major asset. Watch Skype Goldbridge from last night if you've got a spare hour at work or school, or just listen to it. It was a very good show last night. We're live at 8:30 tonight, but lots going on. Thanks everyone for watching. Drop a like if you like us doing this in the morning, and I'll speak to you all at 8:30 tonight. We've got a more in-depth transfer show, and we will be talking definitely about the Carrick replacement, definitely about how we solve this corner thing because it's embarrassing, and definitely about the impact of China because it's coming. They want to take over world football, and can they do it with their billions? Thanks for watching.